Let's start with just nice and relaxing. So breathing in, allowing the hands to go all the way up. Imagining the wrists are being held by helium balloons. Breathing in. I'll breathe out. Allowing the energy to flow down the body nice and easily into the floor. Do this a couple more times. One more. Lovely. Okay. Feet hip width apart. Feeling the connection with the floor. Stretching out the toes and wriggling them. And then drawing them in towards the back of the heel. And then release and wiggle. Wiggle. And then draw back to the heel. And release and wiggle again. Lovely. Let's take that a little bit further, bringing the weight over onto one side, lift the heel up and place it back down again. Put your hands on your hips if you like, and down. Nice, feeling a nice relaxation. So you're just like bringing the heel off the floor, so a nice movement in the hip. And then bringing the heel down into the closely of the heel, up and back out, sinking down in this side so that you don't transfer the weight over. Okay, nice. And then all the way over, nice big circle. Give the toes a bit of a massage if you can. Lovely. One more. Okay. And then back the other way, same thing, same deal. Nice and supported in the leg. And place, we'll finish there. Then lift the heel off the floor, nice and lovely. Got a bit of greyness out there today, so not a lot of light in here. Hopefully we'll be all right when it comes to doing the putting up online. Okay, so bring the heel in, send the heel out, sinking down in this supported hip, supported leg. And then all the way over. Lovely. And back the other way. I might do this on a rug. Soften the sounds a bit. Alright, and finish there. Yes. Okay, shake the leg out all the way from the hip. All the way from the hip, and then give the ankle a little bit of an extra. So change the sides all the way from the hip and then give the ankle a little bit of an extra. Change sides, ankle a little bit of an extra. Okay. Right, that's that bit sorted out. Let's go into some silk reeling. So feet a little bit wider apart. Hand on the hip, bring the hand up to the shoulder and then send out to the side, dropping the elbow down slightly. And then we turn in the shoulder, the palm face forwards, and then draw everything back and dantian. Back up. Nice and relaxed down through the tailbone. Remember, tailbone poised towards the ground. Face forwards, and then push. Allow the shoulder to rotate. And hand to the side of the body, and then back. Bringing the weight back, draws the hand under dantian. And feel the hand, allow the arm to move as it feels right. Sometimes you'll feel a nudge coming from the body, directing the movement of the arm. Quite weird sensation, but go with it. Okay, change sides. One hand comes down, the other hand comes up to the shoulder. And then up to the side, dropping the elbow a little bit so the hand is nice, slightly higher. And then turning the shoulder, sorry. And then bring the weight back. Remember the tailbone pointed towards the floor, slight turn in the waist, allow the hand to come upwards, release the elbow, and then back. As you release the elbow, you turn forwards. Safe wish to talk about. And again, feeling the weight sinking down through the leg, where the weight is centered. As you move the shoulder, you move the hip. Yeah. In previous classes, when we talk about sitting down, we're actually sitting down here, so we're moving in the hip and the shoulder, feeling alignment and weight going perfectly down towards the floor. Got that ticking clock back today. That will change next time. Okay, so I think we'll change sides and we'll do a little bit of walking across. So bringing the hand up and across, with the hand resting on the hip, back. Bring the weight across, completely sinking down in the hip. There you go. Empty leg can be picked off the floor and brought in. Sinking down in the hip. Change the weight. Sinking down in the hip. Empty leg. Last one in this direction. And change the hands. Just circle the hand for the moment. And bring the weight across. Empty leg, steps. Change the weight. Empty leg. Change the weight. And hopefully you can manage this in your space. I'm going to step one more time. Change hands. Weight only, and then change the weight, empty step, change the weight, and then bring the hand down, empty leg, place it. Oh, hey, wonderful. Let's do a little bit of warming up the Qigong. So hands roll together, bring the hands apart, draw them back. See if you can feel the energy between the hands, soften in the hips, allow the tailbone to point towards the floor, feel the softness through this higher hip girdle and pelvic girdle, and softening in the knees and ankles, allowing the upper part of the body to relax, feel the spaces between the vertebrae. Okay, so when we breathe in, we're going to allow the hands to flow apart from each other. So breathing in. I mean, to be honest, it's the opening up of the chest that starts that movement. And then as we breathe out, it's the closing down of the chest, the sinking of the chest that helps movement move back. So breathing in. Remember to breathe into the dantian. Feeling the hands, feeling the distance between the hands, feeling the softness of energy. Ooh. First time ever I touched the hands. Okay. Feel the magnetism between the hands. And then that slight push apart. Keep it nice and soft in the shoulders. Listening behind, relaxing the neck muscles. Activate the palms. Sending the fingers out. A little bit wider. Feeling the gap between the fingers. Okay, bring those hands down now, from to dantian, circling. And release, and ground, and open eyes. Brilliant, okay. So we're going to do a little bit of releasing the waist and hips. Softening the hips, releasing the waist. Okay, so we're going to just turn in the sternum, just a little bit that way and a little bit that way. And here we go, just a little bit. Activating the energy up through the body. You can turn your arm, open your legs a little bit wider, have a wider stance, horse stance, sinking down, allowing the tailbone to go closer to the earth. Feel that internal energy spiraling up from the floor, through your body, and released out through the arms. Listening behind, head is beautifully perched on top of the spine. Oh yeah, I always like this one. And allow the hands to rotate a little bit, shoulders to rotate a little bit, and feel a nice, supportive, enjoyable thump of the hands against the ribcage. Shaking loose any stagnant chi, allowing it to flow. That's how I think of it anyway. Keeping the shoulders nice and open and relaxed at the sides of your ears. There's no great travel in the shoulders. Okay, you're going to bring the hands, and we're going to reduce that movement slowly, allowing the arms, as the energy is not flowing through, to slowly become like a swing seat, slowly become less and less in movement. And we can bring the feet together a little bit more, and just slowly, slowly feeling the reduction in energy. Beautiful. Okay, so feet are slightly wider than hip width apart. And we're going to do around the world, so putting the hands on the hips. We put the hands on, if you've got the feet wide enough apart, you can put the hands on the top of the thighs. So bring the weight across, we're going to go to the toe, back to the toe, heel. So a nice around the world. Just move from that floorboard. There you go. Nice and slowly, nice and easily. Feel the movement in the hip. Bring in the weight, allows the weight to come back to the heel and to move forward to the toes. And back the other way. So heel, toe, toe, heel. Keeping nice and upright and relaxed and top of the body, allowing the shoulders to sink. Just enjoying the movement. Lovely. Bring that to a close. Bring the weight across. Feeling sinking solidness in that leg. Empty leg, and then we picked up and brought back in. Awesome. Okay. Wardrobe malfunction today. Right, let's do the Laojia. And we'll do the first part. Might go a little bit further. We've got a bit more space here today. I'll do the first one facing you and the second one facing away. All right, so bringing the feet together. Be aware of your space. Sinking down through the tailbone. Empty leg, steps. Bring the weight across. Relax down into the feet, down into the heels and the floor. Nice and soft and open in the hips. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Head beautifully balanced above, and just allow the chest to relax and belly to relax. Okay. We're ready. Allow the hands to rise up. Breathing in and breathe out. Down to waist. Down to dantian. Hands up. Turn. Change weight. Careful your knees. Be aware of your knees. With no turning, twisting in the knees. Might have been a little bit twisty on that one myself there. Always a little bit more ambitious sometimes than we actually can cope with. And drop. One hand up, one hand down. Bring the hands back together. Lifting up the leg and place. And sit down. Going for push mountain. Twist the wrists, the bird's beak. Step. I've got a good floor of this. If you ever watch any of the masters, they do like to slide a heel across the floor before getting into proper connection. Bring in the hand, open palm, double in, double yang. So breathe in. Turn. One hand up, one hand down. Step back. Bring the hands together. And white crane. Step wide. Allow that heel, if you've got the right floor, to slide that a little bit further forward before getting nice connection as you put the rest of the foot down. Opening up, sinking down tailbone. Watch this hand come to your head, turning the waist, brushing the knee, bird speak, and draw the hands apart. Allow the hands to float to wide, just like we've been doing in the in that sensitivity exercise, Qigong. And then sit down, bringing the weight equally, front and back feet, allowing energy to flow out through the palm. Bringing the hands down to the knees and up. Playing the piper and relax. Okay, so I'm now going to do that facing the other direction. And go. Always take your time in preparation before you get going. Didn't give myself quite enough room there. I'm ready. Go to a tendon pass mortar. One hand up, one hand down. And sit down. You'll push the mountain. Cross the wrists, bird speak. And sit down. Turn. Yes. Oh my goodness me. Hang on. I got noise from somewhere. They're going to a tendon pass mortar. A little bit different. Hopefully that looks all right. Okay. Where are we? 1 minute left. Some snory dogs today. So we're going to do the last part of the part one, which is waving arms and green dragon comes out of the water. We'll start off with the punch, waving arms, and second punch, green dragon comes out of the water. Okay, this is the final part of the part one. Okay, and I will do it facing the wall. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll try and make words that help you know what's going on. We do wave arms around a bit. And that's always been the bit that I found difficult to follow because who I learn off is generally facing the other direction. So this is the world of Tai Chi, unfortunately. As soon as somebody turns to face you, then you're in the dilemma of trying to reverse everything in your mind. There we go. All right, so we are going to cross wrists and step. Send the hands down, releasing the tension in the hips, allowing the tailbone to get down towards the floor. Then we're going to prepare for a punch. Going to release the punch. And we're going to bring the hands sideways. And again, nice figure of 8. And then bringing it back. We're going to bring that foot round with the hand and prepare for the attendant pants mortar. Drop in the heel, drop in the hand. Drawing up and release. Hands then come up above the head. Cross the wrists and then slide it down to in front of the throat. The one hand goes to the shoulder, the other hand goes upwards. We watch that hand, we turn it, right, well we turn the whole shoulder, and now we can look sideways and place the foot. Coming back to the hand, we're now following both hands downwards in a slice, diagonal slice. Then we're going to release, change the direction. One hand goes up, the other hand down. Follows the belly underneath the dantian. Hands to palms still open. Now we're going to close palms. We're going to turn in the shoulders and turn with the body. And as we turn, the one hand comes down, the weight changes, and we start staring at our foot. This one is repelling anything coming down from above. The nice crook in the wrist. Feeling the connection on the waist, on the top of the hip bone. Okay, and then we're going to release that. So we draw ourselves back upwards. Release that hand. This one still remains as a we're going to punch now. So the one hand comes round, hands come together, crossing at the wrist. And then as we come across, we release this wrist downwards and the elbow backwards. As soon as it's gone, it's gone. Both hands released. Draw the hands down. Moving the foot, we're now going to face side. Turn in. Bring the hands to the head. Bring the foot forwards, and it's like push mountain. And there you have it. Hopefully, there's enough explanation there, and you can see slightly what's going on. Do let me know how you get on. It's quite complicated, but yeah, it's just one of those areas that got a lot of fiddly bits in. Okay, so shall I do that one more time? Let's do that one more time. So I'm facing this way, and then I'll be facing the wall. Bringing myself upright in a good Tai Chi wushu stance. We are going to prepare, bring the wrists together, we're going to step wide. And send the hands down, weight comes forwards. Prepare the other hand with the fist, bring the fist back inside, warding off with the open palm. Changing the weight, changing the angle, and release. Then we're going to bring both hands back in a figure of 8. Really bringing that foot around and below, hands as usual. And bringing the fist down, dropping the heel up and release. Both hands down and above the head. And then crossing the wrists, drawing them down with up the throat, protecting the throat. One hand comes across onto the shoulder, the other hand upwards, turning in that shoulder so we can see the palm. We're now going to change what we're looking at and allow the foot to move sideways. Coming back to the open palm, we're now going to watch that. Coming down to the diagonal, turning the hands, changing in a figure eight. This hand now comes under Dantian, the other hand above. We'll get to this point, so the weight is on this side. Change to fists. And then as we move the weight across, we are changing in the shoulder. We're moving the fist up. This one's upwards, this one's downwards. And we're staring at the legs, at the toes. Definitely that way. Yes, definitely that way. I'm feeling a nice relaxation down through the bottom half of the body, so you're actually sat down. Okay, so now we release ourselves, so we're bringing ourselves back upwards, releasing this hand. And we're going to bring this hand into the side of the body. This hand comes to the side. And as we turn, we're going to engage the elbow, engage the fist. Then release. And change the weight to the back again. It's not quite complicated. This leg is now empty enough for you to move from the hip. We're going to change direction. And push. Releasing the tailbone. All right, okay, so there we have it. Hopefully that made sense. Feet hip width apart, nice and relaxed. Hands above the head, and relax. Lie down. And breathing in. And relax all the way down. And one more time. Okay, bringing the hands weight across, empty leg comes in. Bring the hands together at heart center. Feel the warmth of palms against the warmth of the heart. Take a moment to feel that blossom of love and devotion to your Tai Chi, to yourself, and then salute as equals. Thank you.